If you're a freeway fan, we're just east of the 405. One of the modern jewels of the NFL. Beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll look to throw. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. And that is incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
12 yards to go.
Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's Harrison. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run it with Williams. Oh, he coughs up the football. The Niners have got it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside.
His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw great.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a touchdown. But I don't think he knows yet that this one is coming back. Throwing now from the gun. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
3rd and 9. Back to throw. There's Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down. And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
They'll motion over Samuel. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll look to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
On the ground, it is the rookie from Oklahoma. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's White. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. The Niners send their field goal unit on the field. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the 49ers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through. and they get 3.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 36. He works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Handoff here, up the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. The Niners have the early advantage. We're back in Southern California in a moment. On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
That is caught at the 3. To the goal line and in. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
No problem there on the extra point. And the 49ers are out to a 10-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The tight end going in motion to the left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have a Rams first down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
On the give, it's Williams. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Now a give up the middle, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. His kick is good. And the Rams are on the board. It's now 10-3.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return is Chase Brown. They're going to be backed up to start. What a big hit on the return. Stopped him right in his tracks. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he's taken down up past the 35.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
Open man is Samuel, complete. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. The 49ers out for the punt. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw left side is complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
He's got his man, Jefferson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now Mike Tomlin going to send out the field goal unit. This one from just under 50 yards. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Brown now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
The score, Niners 10, Rams 6.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Brown now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The third quarter begins with a run. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Defensively, that's going to be knocked away. We'll go down as an incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time, and it's going to be 3rd down. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
I think it's pretty clear what the halftime message was from the coach, Mike. He said, I want to come out in this second half and deliver an early blow. Come out swinging. Well, I think they've made that statement pretty clear here to start the third quarter. If they can finish this drive off with a touchdown, I think they'll have done just that.
That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And the Rams are going to take over here at their own 22.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going from here.
And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. 1st and 10. On the option, here's Williams. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped. No gain. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He's got his man. It's Jefferson. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. They'll turn and hand this one off. Oh, now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop it.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Now they'll set up to throw. Downfield, and it's caught by Ayuk. Inside the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 91 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. A huge play there. They go in the air. We only see a few touchdowns of that length all year. They go from backed up to in the end zone for a touchdown.
It is, Mike. In this case, most teams are saying, let's just pick up a first down. At the very least, give our punter some room out of the end zone. But not this guy. He's thinking taking it to distance, and that's exactly what he was able to do.
This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well, but he'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that gain.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A wide open receiver, it's Harrison. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Puka Nakua. Touchdown, L.A. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Back to throw. That's caught. So they get the 2-point conversion. And all of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Brown now to return it. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Now, faking the give. That one complete to Johnston. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Rams will take over here at their own 12.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
Caught by Nakua on the out route.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
In motion, it's Jefferson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. That is hard down the field. He's got it. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 33 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete.
Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack a guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
A big play in the game now. 3rd down and 1. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Niners have got it. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The middle they go. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. Here's 2nd and 9. Samuel brought in motion. They'll stick with him again. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. They'll drop to throw. Open receiver, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall.
And after that 1st down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a 1-possession game.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
What I love most about this was just the ability of the quarterback, Mike, to so quickly go through his progression. You see early on at the top of his drop, his eyes are downfield. Quickly realizes there's not a lot of opportunities downfield. Check it down to your back and see if he can pick up the rest after the catch and move the chains with his legs.
They'll go up here on 2nd down and 5. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
So a win here for the